And this is what the wind did to the decking not long since.
This is our Simba mattress. We get half a dozen questions a week about this, about people wanting to buy Simbas.
A fish each, and even some chips you're having as well.
Right, so within the space of a year, I've lost both my mum and my dad.
Good morning, welcome to a new vlog. It's a Wednesday for us and it's a very grey day out there, and one of my priorities today is to tidy this lodge because it's a mess since we've been away and come back. And this is what the wind did to the decking not long since, and we've been away since, so we've just not had time, so I need to get this decking sorted. And we do have company coming today. Peter and Elaine are coming over because they are coming to sign away their lodge life.
Saying goodbye to it.
Yeah.
You want a slice of toast with this? Or half a slice?
Yeah, just half a slice will do. With an omelette that we're having for breakfast with onions.
Can we just have one of them each?
Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Onions, eggs.
Half an OXO, pepper,
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
I put the OXO in so I didn't have to put salt in, so it gives it more of a
Okay.
not a chicken taste, but a savoury taste.
Fingers crossed this will keep us going for the rest of the day.
Love to.
So I'm just finishing some editing, then as I say, need to crack on with tidying this shithole of a lodge. Now I know people may say, don't look that untidy, but it just does. There's things everywhere. Like Nick's socks, last night's cups of tea, sofa needs sorting, vacuuming.
Crack on. Right, while Cinders is in the sink, the omelette's ready. It kind of disintegrated in the pan because it cooked quickly on one side and then I couldn't flip it, so I had to finish it off under the oven grill. Pan. HP's on the table and so's cups of tea. Let's eat. You know, that does more cleaning than we do. Edgar, I've just literally gone through with the multi-spray on the worktops and got all the stains off because we only came back yesterday and I've never seen as much mess in a kitchen in my entire life. So anyway, apart from the cooker hob, which still needs doing and I can't be bothered, we, well, now I've done kitchen, you can do rest at lodge.
That's fine, I'm looking forward to it actually.
Right, go on then.
Like therapy.
Right, go on then. Well, we need to put the new bed in that we bought on the bed, and we're just going to show you guys what the Simba's like after 5 years now.
About 5 years, yeah.
5 years since we bought the first Simba. Now we actually own 6 Simbas because we love them that much in all the different bedrooms and things.
I'm going to go and shower first though.
Go on then. That's got worse overnight. The cut. So yesterday when I was shaving, yesterday morning, I put my shaving foam on and went too high and I scrunched up to try and tighten my cheek and it nicked this here.
You're not getting too high, it's up in your eyeball.
I know, but yesterday it was just like a mark, like that stung. Now it's actually swollen up. Right, you ready? Right, we're gonna...
So I'm probably going to be shiny.
Shh, nobody's interested. Right, now we are gonna...
Gonna.
Right, you hold the camera. So, this is our Simba mattress. Ignore the blankets that I'm still taking off. We get half a dozen questions a week about this, about people wanting to buy Simbas. As you know, if you watch our videos from years ago...
One of our most popular and successful and most viewed videos is still the
When we
day
went to John Lewis.
when we got our Simba
Well, yeah, we went
mattress.
to John Lewis and bounced on him, didn't we?
It's years ago. It's like another lifetime
It's
ago.
about, wait, 5 years. Actually, it's 6 years in October that we actually got the Simba, so we're about 5.5 years. And we've had it on this bed, and we've slept on it almost every night, apart from when we're away, and it's literally not changed shape. So we've literally just took the blankets off. It's still solid. So, and it's one of those mattresses that you can bounce up and down on this side, and then the person sleeping there never feels it, and it's never ever lost shape. And people always message us and say, "What's it like after a few years' use?"
Yeah.
Exactly the same as it was the day we got it out the box. Now Simba do say rotate it round.
Have we done
that? We've never done it. But we'll do it now, shall we?
Well, we can do, but there's no point because it's absolutely perfect.
Well, we'll do what it says in the instructions.
We could do.
So, you know when you go and stay in hotels and you get the beds and they're going to be springy, boingy, noisy, the sink to the middle or you sink to the left. Whenever we get home and we've basically been in hotels, we always get in this, especially after when we've been at home or we've been away on a trip. Our first night in bed is like, oh.
Especially the hotels that you choose because you're a cheapskate.
Yeah, well, the cruise beds, they're just as good as Simba, but this is like having a cruise bed at home.
So
let's rotate it round then.
You can see it's not lost a bit of shape in 5 years.
No, and it's got a heifer sleeping on it.
Yes, you're right.
I meant you. Right, we need to rotate it that way. You're supposed to do this, I think it's once every 180 days. We've done it once in 5 years, just now. So let's budge it up to the top. Ouch. Get rid of that stupid lamp.
Bloody warm in here. I need to open a window.
Then,
Open this.
there we go.
Open as netting.
No. It is warm, we've just been in the shower actually. Right, and then when we were in, pass me the new bedding.
We got some new bedding. Where did
We
we get
got
it from?
brushed cotton, we got it from Amazon.
Oh yeah.
When we were at the apartment. So we had a brushed cotton set from Julie and Charles. And
But we
it's
didn't.
amazing, but we didn't have enough. So we're going to chuck away some of the old stuff that's kind of worn, put on all this stuff.
So cozy. It is cozy as well.
I did get Super King, didn't I?
Well, I hope so.
So yeah, this is a Super King. So if you guys want to check out, we are affiliates of Simba, have a look on the description below. There's a link to our Simba offers that are currently on at the moment. Click on that and you get quite a huge discount. At the time of filming this, they're 55% off sale. So, right, let's unpack this and make the bed. Right, we're almost there. Some people will say, why have you got a nice fancy pattern sheet when you're covering it up with that? Because that came with the lodge and it matches everything. And it matches the one at the apartment that we actually had specially made. Well, I made it and then got somebody else to sew it for us, didn't we?
Thank you, Julie, for snow.
Yep, thank you. Right, get the pillows on and then do the curtains. These drive me nuts. Leigh just leaves them so you end up walking down the floor and then tripping over them. And I like to tuck them in a certain way. There we go. Nice brand new bedding for tonight.
Are these hospital curtains or beds?
No, I fixed them all.
Some people like the hospitals. What do you call yours?
Just my curtains. I just tuck one behind the other like that, and then so everything's kind of like feng shui and straight and all that
Right.
stuff.
You tidy your clothes up.
Well, come here.
What?
You tidy all this,
I'm gonna go.
and all this,
I'm on a
and all that.
mission. I'm on a mission.
Right, go on then, and then you can hoover.
Right, carrying with our chores, getting everything tidy. I'm going to put these out, which we got from Aldi. Milk and cookies, scented tea light. Can't remember how much they were. You might have seen it in the vlog. The smell. Oh, so good. As usual though, whenever you get a smelly candle, you kind of light it, but you can't smell it yourself unless you go out of the room and then come back in. Hopefully, just the candles themselves without lighting them will give off a bit of a pong. Yeah, smell this.
No, it's vanilla cookies.
Yeah, it's cookies.
I like linens, Leigh likes cookies.
Milk and
Bacon smells.
yeah, I like baking smells. I love baking smells. Cause I'm a baker, you see. I love baking food and stuff like that. So there we go. Right, continue tidying up. I don't know where all your ironing comes from,
Washing.
but it's all done. And next job before Peter and Elaine come over in about an hour's time.
The bins.
No, I'm off to sort this decking out. Got the state of it. There, that looks a bit better. Now we just need some good weather so we can start using it. It's very cold today. The geese are making lots of noises. There we go. Done.
Right, so our friends Peter and Elaine, who are currently in front of us, they've just come and said goodbye. They've just packed up their stuff in their van. We are following them down to the fish shop because they know a fish shop that's got a good deal, and I think we've been in it once before, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we're going to go and have a fish butty because we're having our curry tonight, so it's going to be light, calorie light, but yes, we're still dieting.
It's a good bite treat for them.
Yeah.
Well, this is a real treat.
This is a lot more than the calories I told you.
A fish each, and even some chips you're having as well.
Drowned it.
And Peter and Elaine's got the Wednesday special, which is chips, fish, and mushy peas, and a tea and coffee, all for 20 quid for the pair of them.
Yeah, I've absolutely drowned it. The batter is now soggy.
Too much.
Just as you should have it.
This is, I forgot, the curry is always a bit weird here. It's almost like it's got baked beans in it, but I don't think it has.
Yeah, let's try it.
Crispy.
Too soggy.
Oh my god.
We've come for a walk.
What would it take
near the
to
sea.
walk on that path? Ahead.
Well, it's not really going up.
Go on then. You go
Oh, hang on a
first.
minute. Oh yeah, it is. Nope.
Yeah, but if you planned it, you could do that easy.
It looks very murky in there. It's very cold. Look at the clouds. Look at that cloud bank there, going on there.
Look at the wind farm out there.
I know.
It does look like it's going to chuck it down. Although there's blue sky over there and sunshine
Where?
over there.
I wish it were a nice
I'm going to walk on it.
blue. We're going then. Even down here, it's wet through. Even here, it's wet through. You know what happened last time you came here and he did this? He got wet through. Fingers crossed it'll happen again. Just for fun. Bye.
I can do this easy.
I'm not coming.
No, I can see when the waves are going to come in and I can avoid them.
Oh, that was just a puny little one. Come back now. Oh, we're meeting you on here.
There's no way out.
Well, climb up.
No back.
Climb up.
Eh?
Climb up.
Can I climb up there?
Of course you can.
It's all slipping on it. I've got to go back.
Oh, it's gone really calm. What a shame. You're
Told you I could do it.
still dry.
Told you I could do it. It's just not choppy enough.
Right, Nick's just dropping his returns off, so that's the 2 rings going back and that piping, rubber piping, which, oh, is he? That was quick.
Need your phone.
Why?
QR code.
Just needs the QR code for the returns. So I've got this ring, which I'm keeping, so that's good. So that's some more chores done. Peter and Lynn have gone now, so that's them gone off park for good now until they come back and visit us. Maybe they'll come back and visit some other friends as well. Yeah, I want to get back and do some more chores. We've got an inbox that's getting out of control. Emails. I'm going to go back and do that and just see what else we do.
Right, we're going to go back to the lodge, get our tablets, and then go across to the local pub and just try and do some adventure planning, some trip planning, things like that. Because at the minute we've got nothing planned. Because everything got cancelled when my mum got poorly, we couldn't do anything, and now obviously she's passed. We wanted some time at home when we've had a couple, we'll have had about 3 or 4 weeks, something like that, even a month before we think about getting away, even if it's just for a couple of days. So I have got an idea. We're gonna do like an Airbnb stay somewhere. As I said on this vlog when I said I want to go to Northumberland. That was the last vlog, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so we're going to look at that. Look over sort of like Liverpool way, see if there's anything over there that might sort of pique his interest, and then think about planning another trip somewhere. And obviously there's still part of the road trip that we never did because we put it on hold and cancelled it and came back early. So whatever we do, we'll probably tag the rest of that trip on. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I do have some ideas. We've just been talking to our friends Peter and Elaine, and they've just said, why don't you just go to Thailand, do like a cruise to Thailand and Singapore and all those places?
Because they've been all over the world of Peter.
Yeah, they've got loads of stories, but they always make it sound so easily, and yet
easy and
the problem is when you first go somewhere, you just lack the confidence to do something in another country. Like when we first went to America, we were quite intimidated, weren't we?
Yeah,
and then when we went to Egypt for the very first time, we were quite intimidated. But once you've done it once, you become familiar with it, and then you feel confidence to go back and do the same thing or spread your wings a little bit and do something a little bit different.
So we're going to Thailand then?
Well, we might go to America.
Right, we've come to sit near the fire, which is on and very cosy. And the bar tender has just brought us out a bowl of chips. Very big crinkle cut chips. Yeah, we've had some already. So we're just going to have a drink, and I'm going to do some work on my tablet. That was a complete utter fail. The fire was nice, the chips were nice, although we're a bit stuffed now. There was no Wi-Fi, and there was zero phone signal down there.
So we couldn't do anything.
So we were like,
we had to
what do we do?
We had to talk to each other.
Which we did.
We ran out of conversation after about 5 minutes.
But to be fair, we wanted to do some work. Rather than sitting rather than sitting at the desk, we wanted to go down, and we took us tablets. We were going to do some work, but could do nothing. So we enjoyed the chips, we had a drink, and
now I feel stuffed.
I think it's more the drink than the chips though. They were really, really...
I had a beer. You had lime and soda, so I don't know why you're stuffed.
Well, I don't know. But the chips, they were really fat and thick.
Really fit?
Fat and thick.
They were very fat chips.
So there you go. That's a little jaunt out.
Lasted about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Had a chat with somebody that we used to know. On Parker was in there. Mm-hmm. Back at the lodge now for the night.
You can take your coat off now.
I'm not. It's cold in here.
I'll allow it.
I've just put the heating on to 22. King of farts. So. Ow, that's red hot. I've booked the Airbnb that I talked about. We are going next week. Lee's mum and dad possibly coming with us. Mum's having her ear syringed on one of the days we're going, so she might not be going yet. So she's sorting that out tomorrow. But anyway, we're going over to kind of the Liverpool Southport area to an Airbnb. It's got a paddle board and a canoe boat to go on the canal. I'm not sure I fancy the idea of that in this weather, do you? You aren't listening, were you?
Well, be good for the vlog though, wouldn't it?
You went first then. Yeah, but canals are only about that deep.
Well, you won't fall in them.
It's not that, it's all the sludge in the bottom.
I quite fancy the idea, actually.
What, getting in the sludge?
No.
Were you going
I
first?
don't like mud, but I quite fancy the idea.
Well, get your squelchy wellies on. Your squelchy crocky things. Whatever you have on your feet when we're going to see your sea shoes.
Well, we'll see. I prefer the idea of the hot tub whilst watching people go by.
Yes, there is a hot tub there as well. So we're looking forward to a breakaway. We were just saying when we were driving back, is that we keep going through periods where we just feel completely flat, and then we're normal again, and then little things like remind me of the whole thing with my mum. Like I've just been in the bathroom and I looked at the bath. No, you come round. No, you move back. You come round. I just looked at the bath, and then I just thought, my mum went in that bath last. And I keep doing little things like that, and then it's almost like I realise again what's happened, and then I relive it quickly, and then I go back to normal for a few hours, and then it happens again, and it keeps happening and happening and happening. And loads of people have said to me, little things, triggers, smells, and things like that are going to happen, and it's started already, and it's just I just can't get my head around it. I just keep thinking, oh, I'll phone my mum, and I pick my phone up, and then I'm like, I can't ring her. So
there's obviously so many different
ups and downs, like
periods of grief, and it was strange at first because when it first happened, we kind of just got on with things.
I mean, we've known for 5 months that it's going to happen, But
So
the
you do
reality
get some
of
kind of preparation for it. But
yeah, but the
still.
reality of it, it's the fact for me that I can't talk to her again. I just know that if I need to pick up the phone or I mean, the other day on my phone, I've got an app on my phone that records calls and it backs the phone calls up to my Google Drive. I've not had it on my phone for years, and it came up in my recommendations the other day, and I thought, I'll just install that again because they'd done something on the phone that stopped it recording, but now it does again. And when it loaded up, it accessed all my phone calls from 2016 to 2019, and there are hundreds of phone calls between me and my mum, and it's just stuff like my mum asking me how she can print stuff, or ringing me up and saying what you've been doing today, just catch-up calls, and just listening to her voice is like...
The things that
I keep wanting to do another call, do you know what I mean? It's like the realisation that I'm not going to be able to do that again, and it just hits you again and again and again.
The things that you take for granted every day, like your mum calls you to set up a printer.
Yeah.
And usually you come off that thing and you
Touching
kind
and like, oh my God, I wish you'd just stop using technology, which is what I used to say, because I used to get annoyed with her for not understanding.
and then you realise now that those are precious moments.
Yeah. But unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about it now because it's in the past and you can't learn from it. But I'm just glad that I've found these calls. And obviously, we've got the videos on the vlogs as well, which most people wouldn't have. You just have like photos and the odd video memory on your phone and things like that. Like this morning, I went under the bed and I got all the photo albums out and I took loads and loads of photos that I took of my mum from years ago. I took a picture of them, sent to my brother, and he's been doing the same. He's been sending me photos that he's got of my mum's wedding album and then scanning them in and things like that. So, and I actually found photos of my dad as well. Now, what we didn't say, or haven't mentioned on the vlog, is my dad died last year as well. He died in July last year, or June last year. Now, me and my dad didn't get on, well, we did, but we didn't really see each other that often. I hadn't seen him for 2 years prior to him dying, and then I got a phone call from my sister saying that he died. He had long-term health problems to do with working down the pit and things
Nick's
like that.
parents split up when Nick was about 12.
Yeah, so I'd always lived with my mum, but we'd never mentioned it on the vlog, but my dad died last July. So within the space of a year, I've lost both my mum and my dad. And it just keeps hitting over and over and over, and I don't know. Just got to get on with it, haven't you now? So, I don't know. It's just, I wish that I could go back and, I've said to Leigh, like in the last couple of weeks, what would we do if we could have gone back in time to the point where we knew that she had it, but it hadn't spread? What could we have done different? And like Leigh said, if we'd have changed something, I'm going to get really deep now. If we'd have changed something, it could have changed somebody else's life, like the butterfly effect. How did you describe it? Like an interaction that my mum would have had she not have died, could have then changed that person's life, who would then have affected somebody else, and they might have knocked somebody else behind by a bus, and all that kind of stuff that you sometimes see in films. But it's just the kind of shit that we're just going around in his heads at the minute. But
there's lots of shit going around in my head at the moment.
Yeah. I mean...
I feel weird. Still.
Today's been... We thought, after it all was done and dusted, and there was like finality on it, we thought, right, it's now an opportunity, it's behind us, and we can get back to doing normal things. But now there's no more things to sort out. I mean, there's obviously things with her estate that needs sorting out with solicitors and things. But now all the bulk of it's done. We're now feeling more...
At a loss.
I can't describe it. It's like
No,
when we were dealing with things, we had something to focus on, and now that's not there. It's a case of now, well, the only thing to focus on now is just remembering her. Do you know what I mean?
And getting on with the new normal.
Yeah. I mean, at some point in a future vlog, we will go... I mean, there's a lot happened that we've not even mentioned in vlogs regarding... It wasn't just cancer, there was all sorts of stuff happening. We will go through at some point when I'm ready to talk about it, if I'm ready to talk about it. But there's a whole thing that's happened behind the scenes, all other stuff that would... Basically, she had a stroke as well as the cancer. She had a broken back as well as the cancer. So that all these things were all thrown into the mix, and we were having to deal with them all. But months and months of trying this, trying that, it's just... And because now that's not there and it's absent, it's like... I don't miss it, But at least I got to spend time with my mum trying to sort it out, if that makes sense.
We had 4 months of spending time with her, and again, like we said earlier in another video, we had a full month where we weren't vlogging as well.
Yeah.
She was here
More
at the
than
lodge,
that. No, it's more than that.
and Nick's family came to the lodge, and so it's been full on 4 months, and now it's back to a new normal, and it's getting used to that new normal.
I mean, we are cutting it because we film videos ahead. For situations like this that we have to stop vlogging for a period, we have properly eroded our buffer window now, so we've got to kind of catch that back up.
Which one? It does help. It does help.
We have to film ahead, otherwise you'd get a vlog as and when.
I mean, it does help. Vlogging helps, and it's helped us get through. It's give us
something to focus on,
and it's give us something to think about. Like, what are we going to do today? Where we could easily just sit and wallow. Tomorrow we're going to hopefully do something. We've booked this Airbnb, and my mum and dad hopefully are going to come with us as well.
Yeah.
But
if anything, it's made us think things like that. I mean, this came out of the blue. Well, it kind of like in hindsight, it didn't, because there were telltale signs, but nobody really recognised them. But it's re-emphasised the message that we always say to people: every day is best, and that we're now going to double our efforts to do the things that we want to do while we can do them, and just live as much as we can, because you just don't know what's around the corner. And this whole scenario with my mum has proper brought that to the surface and made it more apparent, hasn't it?
And also, if you've got a family member you've not spoken to for a while, you keep meaning to call.
Yeah.
Go and call them.
So
why don't we light that candle?
Which one? The 40-day one?
Yes, because we haven't lit it today.
Yeah, but you lit it the other day for about 6 hours, so there's probably 6 days knocked off it. Where's the burner?
Next to the thing of fat.
Barry's
Yes.
balls. Half eaten.
That's something that Barry bought months ago. It needs thrown away now.
Why? Still tasty. It's just a bit hard.
Your mother would be rolling her eyes at that conversation if she was here.
No, she wouldn't. She'd be laughing and joking with us.
She'd be like, "Do you have to be so vulgar, Nicholas?"
Yeah, but she'd still laugh and join in.
There we go.
Right. We're not having dinner tonight.
This will last 40 days because
it won't.
It's already down halfway.
Yeah, but it was lit for about 6 hours the other day, so that's probably 6 days of the 40 done.
Yeah.
But we've decided we're not having dinner tonight because we've had fish and chips, omelette, and some fries in the pub, and I had a beer as well. So we definitely have hit our...
It's only 6:14. There's time yet.
Might have a snack, but I don't want any more food tonight.
Right, I've put the light on to try and make it not so yellow in the lodge. We've not done any comments of the day for ages, as we have been very busy. So, thank you for commenting on all our videos. It's much appreciated, and I'm going to do some now. So, a vlog that went out recently was, let's pick one, Happy Valley filming locations. Elise Hunt says, like the idea that you are planning an East Coast trip. I love New York. It'll be great vlog, I'm sure. Well, yes.
Well, I want to go back to San Francisco, and I want to go up to Oregon. What's smoking? I want to go up to Oregon. I think one of them's gone out. I want to go up to Oregon. I want to see the Goonies house, and I want to see the Twilight house. But Lee's always wanted to see New York, so we're currently debating it.
June Murray says, I'd watch Paint Dry if you filmed it. I cannot wait to watch your vlogs. I hope you are both well. Well, we can always set the camera up.
Get me the brush. We made the bed this morning and everybody watched.
Elise Hunt again says, totally agree. Happy Valley is the best series I've watched on BBC. I've just binge watched all 3 series and I loved it. KTS says, we you lads are like kids in candy shop on your excitement walking to the police station of Happy Valley. No clothes, never watched it, but just laughed at your faces on this.
I do love when we do filming locations. I know that Vera hates filming location videos, but she loves us, so...
She might like this one.
She might. Well, she's never seen Happy Valley.
Oh, well, I don't
Definitely
know.
not. I wonder if Stacey's seen it.
I'm not sure.
She usually likes British series, doesn't she?
Leanne S says, had a Jack Russell named Toby, smartest dog I ever had. Griswold is the name of our current pup. He's a sweet and social mini schnauzer. Send a love your way, guys. Thanks for sharing. Hope you're taking time off.
I'm impressed you managed to pronounce that.
One more. Elena Sampson says, we have a cheeky cockapoo and he's 11 years old. My husband named him for a joke, Steve, when I brought him home and the name stuck. My husband finds it funny when I'm yelling Steve across the fields.
Do one more. Scroll and then stop.
Wait a minute then. A moment. I'll go backwards to some more.
Scroll. Stop.
Right, this is a very old video. It's from when I had my hair transplant, and it's a comment from Funky AXX. I think it's she. It says, "Wow, looks amazing. I'm so glad that men also can now get treatments to feel good instead of it all being a woman-only thing. Life is short, do what makes you happy." Definitely agree with that. It's not vanity, it's just looking after yourself.
So Lee's looking at getting some like little fatty lumps burnt off his head now, aren't you?
Thanks for telling everybody that.
Well, they're going to see it in the vlog.
I do have a new appointment next week or the week after, I think, just for another thingy on my back. So I'll just show some bits and bats what I want tarting up.
Well, I'm done with my eye fillers now, so I may go back for the skin boosters because I do think it helps, and I've still used to use the cream just to kind of lift it up. But because I've seen my eyes gradually over the different periods, when I look back at a vlog before I started using the eye cream and the fillers, I literally look like a heroin addict, don't I? Mm. So it has definitely made a difference. And the fact that my face is a little chubbier as well.
I'm off back to me emails.
Right, go on then. Right, it's a few hours later, and I'm currently in the midst of Mission to Mars. Leigh is doing some blog work, and he's going to make us a cup of tea. Earl Grey, please. Oh, wait a minute, it's a bit yellow. Right, there we go. And he actually fixed it without even turning the camera off this time. I'll show you that trick next time we need to do it. We need to sort these cupboards out.
So I'm looking.
This is absolutely insane. The amount of stuff that's in there. I mean, look at that cupboard there, spices cupboard.
Join us in the second part of this vlog.
Where Leigh tidies the cupboards.
Tidying these cupboards.
I still think, right, so when the kids were younger, we put all things like bleach and stuff right at the top cupboard over there where they couldn't reach it.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the food went in these little ones. Now these are supposed to be for like crockery and pots, and then the big cupboards at the bottom, apart from the one under the sink, are supposed to be for things like food. I reckon, open that cupboard, I reckon if we got another shelf in there...
Where are you going to get another shelf from?
We'll just buy like one of those things from Wilco's. Get the shelves in there and double them up. We could get 3 of those just in that cupboard alone.
I'm not sure.
No, I think it'd work. And then all the pots and glasses would fit in all these cupboards here.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Why? Is it because you don't like change?
No, I just...
Why don't you just take a note out of Lisa's book and do some tidying?
I just think there's enough.
Excuse me. And then in the next vlog you could do it again.
Yeah, why don't you get some winter cookies hand cream on one of those fake things from Aldi?
I don't want to.
What do you call them? Fake what?
Not fakeaways.
No, not fakeaways.
Dupes.
Dupes. Pass me a cup if you want an Earl Grey.
Well, wait a minute then. Hold on.
I might have a skinny whip with mine.
I knew you'd snack before night were up.
Oh yeah, at least I'm not having a full tea.
I'm still burping fish and chips, me. But I'll have a skinny whip as well. Here we go. Did you just swear under your breath?
I said for frig's sake.
Yeah.
You roll. Tea bag out.
Empty, you lazy sod. Skinny whip then?
Yes, please. I'm not convinced.
Well, that shelf will go down or up.
I'm not
So if we want to
convinced.
if we put it up at the top, right, we can then get another shelf at the bottom, similar to this, and then, or maybe go and get like an insert shelf from Wilco's.
We'll see tomorrow. Nick's making funny noises in the bedroom while I'm busy doing things.
New sheets, brand new sheets, nice and fluffy. Right, I'm off to bed. Night.
Good night. Does it feel very...
It was very soft.
Let me put a light on.
And like, not furry, but fluffed, brushed. The only problem with brushed bedding, it bobbles.
I bet I'm going to be sweltering tonight.
You know, because I've opened those vents, because what we've done, because this has been here and that's been there, and those vents have been closed, we've been getting mould around the windows with condensation. So I've opened the trickle vent, so you're going to get a constant stream of cold air coming down now. We've also noticed as well, on that window there, at the bottom, where the cushions are pushed up against the blind, we're getting like a mould on the side. It's basically back off. It's basically lack of ventilation. But short of leaving that door open on a night, or opening a window, there's not what we can do about it. Right, bugger off,
I've been doing a lot of blog work. Would you like to tell people how to get to our blog and look at it?
Have a look at blog.thelodgeguys.com, or just visit thelodgeguys.com on a browser.
And it'll take you to our blog.
Yes, and Lee's doing quite a lot of articles on there at the minute.
So we're going to finish the vlog. Thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop us a comment below. Hope you're enjoying these lodge vlogs, where we're just kind of, as we said before, getting used
Bimbling in the
to
lodge.
our normal life after everything that's happened. And Yeah, we're just
trying to do some
bimbling.
normality.
We're just doing some normal homey stuff. Well, tomorrow I might be doing more homey stuff. Doing more
Oh, the cupboard work.
I
thought about it and I can't be bothered. Because we're going to go out and get a shelf, unless I just get something from Amazon.
Yeah, whatever. So we'll see you on the next vlog for more bimbling around the lodge. And
we may go somewhere actually. We may go like.
when you're in bed, just Google somewhere to go.
I will. Right, turn the camera off and take my pants off.